Next up, I'm coming to my animated GIF maker website. I'll have this link for you on Google Classrooms. Watch out on this website. There's a ton of ads. Start now, things like that. Try to ignore the ads. It'll help you make your life easier at this website. You kind of have to scroll up. I don't know why it brings you here. But when you're right at this website, Animated GIF Maker, it has a thing for you to choose your files. I'm going to pick my Genie 1 through 5. I don't need the regular Genie because it's basically Genie 01. Open. And it shows me there's 5 files. I'm going to hit upload and make a GIF. Okay, it gives me a chance to recycle frames. So if I wanted to have this go for a long time, or if I decide one of these frames isn't really any good, like this frame and this frame are very similar to each other. But I'm going to copy frame 1 and put it at the end. And I'm going to copy frame 2 and put it at the end. And, well, this does repeat. I guess I don't have to do this. For certain actions, if you kind of want to undo something, like I don't want his hand to be this way and then like jump back, this lets me kind of reset things a little bit. So his hand is here, then here, then here, then it starts to come back up. So maybe putting these in a reverse order. Five. I'm sorry. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Let's see how that looks. There are different timings here, and I can change these to make it go faster. And I kind of like mine to go fast. So I'm going to go 0.5 on all of these. You can come back and change any of these settings if you don't like it. Some frames I leave up longer than others, like if I don't need things to change. It really kind of depends on what type of animation you're trying to create. Like you might have a final frame with text on it. You might want that one to be up longer or something like that. All right, so let's come down here. You can also fade them. We're going to hit make a GIF. It's going to load it down here. There's my Genie. His tail wiggles. His hand waves. All right. It tells me this is 1.2 megabytes. That's a little big. I'm going to resize it. And it asked me for a percentage. I could do an actual size. I'm going to make it half the size, 50%. And I'm going to hit resize image. That gives me a smaller one. This one is actually 266K. The Genie's waving. All right. And I think I'm ready to save this. You can do other things. You can write. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. You can make it go in reverse. I am going to hit save. And that gets the Genie saved to my computer. It gives it a weird name. But when I go to my downloads folder, it'll be here for me. All right, so there's my Genie GIF. Rename. I'm going to do it Wave High. I already have some other ones that I've made, like the Ninja Turtle thumbs up and the lightsaber up. Saber on. I think I called it down here Obi-Wan Test 2. So I have a bunch of these things. They play weird on my computer if I just try and open them as a image. This image reader just makes it like a slideshow that I can scroll through the frames. But I think if I open it with Chrome, it might work for me. Open with... Let's try an Internet Explorer. See if that loads it right. Whoa. Go away. There we go. So I have this one. My genie GIF. Open with. I have my Ninja Turtle who puts his thumb up and says awesome. And open with Internet Explorer. I have Obi-Wan who turns on his lightsaber and turns it back off. So this one I had to have the frames go in one order and then in reverse. When I was lining them up, it actually mattered because I didn't want the blade to just disappear. I actually wanted it to shrink because there's a frame where the blade is really short in there. It goes really quick, but that's part of the whole scene. All right. So we have created the genie waving GIF. I hope you guys have fun with this. I hope you pick some interesting characters. Some pictures work better than others, I will admit. So this one, you saw how I created each one of the elements and moved them around. The Ninja Turtle, this was just text added, and I cut out his thumb and moved it a couple positions. The Obi-Wan Kenobi was done with 3 photos with a different amount of light shining on the figure, and I drew the blade in Pixlr. So I drew the blade really short and then long, and had that kind of match the light getting brighter in the photos. The world is your oyster. You can be as creative as you'd like with this assignment.